Red Rocker Sammy Hagar here. Welcome to another rock and roll road trip episode. Now for the next few days we are here in New Orleans, the Big Easy, NOLA, whatever you want to call it. It is the party capital of the world, and we are in the middle of the biggest party in the world. It's called the Mardi Gras. And last night I witnessed a little bit of that right here on this street. We're on the corner of Canal and where are we? Roosevelt. And there was thousands and tens of thousands of people here. Now, I thought I could throw a party, but in New Orleans, the whole town throws a party. Everybody throws a party. Every house, every business. And I'm going to take you on a little trip around this place. We're going to show you how they all party. We're going to go see my buddy, Mr. Emeril Lagasse. And then I'm going to take you on a behind-the-scenes Sammy special free pass, backstage pass of this whole party, this whole city. And tomorrow, we're going to go visit a real New Orleans musical icon, Trombone Shorty, the man. Here we are, we're at Emeril. This is your latest restaurant. Mr. Emeril Lagasse, by the way. Hey, he's in disguise right now, like me. Two levers think alike.
That's exactly right. And we had no idea. We didn't plan this, we didn't talk about this, but here we are.
I can't believe it. I walk in, you got a beard, I walk in with a beard. We haven't seen each other since like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
So, Emeril, you do all these different charity events. You know, we know how much you give in New Orleans and all that, but you have with Carnival de Vin and Boudin and Beer and all that. Do you have any more than that in New Orleans?
Sammy, I just came off a plane literally a few hours ago with Chef Chris, my wife, Alden. We had Line, Vine, and Dine, which we were so happy that you kicked it off last year.
Oh, the same thing I did last year, yeah.
In Fort Lauderdale. So we just got in here, 50th anniversary for Bacchus, here we go.
But so, how can you roll for 6 days? You got 3 more days to go now. You just went 3?
Well, tomorrow's Mardi Gras, so we're gonna do a little stuff together, you and me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come here and put together a lunch for you, and to take with you. And then Mardi Gras Day, I'm exiting. I'm exiting.
Are you gonna go on Lent? What are you gonna give up?
I'm going home.
Oh, so you're gonna give up partying?
Right, for a day.
For a day. Unbelievable. Well, Emeril, it's always a pleasure eating your food. You know that's how we met.
That's how we roll.
That's how
we roll. A long time ago.
I met him at his first restaurant.
And a great cook, let me tell you.
We've been friends ever since. But thanks for all the good stuff you're doing, and thanks for turning me on to Mardi Gras here.
Let me show you this here.
When you hang with Emeril, that's breakfast. So we're gonna have some food, and then we're gonna head on over to the convention center. Yeah, see what the floats are doing, right?
That's it. Come on, 50th anniversary. This is big.
Oh, it's gonna be bigger than normal. And the Big Easy, the bigger Easy. We're gonna call it the bigger Easy.
Just got bigger.
They're getting ready for the big parade. One of the many big parades. And my buddy Emeril Lagasse and Chris Wilson, his head chef and right-hand man, are going to meet us down here. And I was supposed to be on the float with them, but after getting on the float and seeing them last night, all the party is in the streets. So I'm going to follow their float in the streets. And I'm going to party with the people. We'll see how long I last. I may end up jumping on their float as a getaway. I'm looking at it as a sanctuary. All right, let's go find those guys.
The man.
Sir. How are you, man?
The man.
Man, that's a mighty big one.
He runs the whole shebang, let me tell you.
How
Good
do you do
friend.
this?
Absolutely.
This thing is unrunnable.
So we're going to go to our float.
Now, hey, we got the inside job now. We're going to see what you don't get to see. Whoa!
So what's happening here is all these guys are loading their floats, which they have all started to do weeks ago. So when they get on their float,
I can't believe it. Which one's yours?
we're going to show you in a second.
Hey, are you seeing this? This is crazy. Look at this. How you doing, brother?
Happy Mardi Gras, baby! Happy Mardi Gras!
Look, this is the shit you'd be riding in right here. Look,
Right here.
look at this cooler right here. Look at this right here. Okay, we gotta go. We'll see you.
Wow.
See you tonight.
I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that.
Perfect, get out here.
And you love it. You'll love it.
These guys are pulling out of here like a caravan from a rock concert, like 18 trucks. There's more than that. There's hundreds of thousands of people in these floats alone. This is the biggest party on the planet. Mardi Gras number 50, baby. Woo!
Yeah, Sammy Hagar, baby.
Come on, baby.
All right, now we've been backstage. Now let's take this party to the street. My buddy Emeril's float was a toast of the town. But next, get ready to sit down with another New Orleans icon. Hey, we are here, man, where Trombone Shorty does all this stuff. I think he just bought this studio. It's called Fudge. A guy named Shane Thoreau used to own it. And there been a lot of funk coming down in Fudge, man. I'm telling you. Whew. Let's go check this guy out. He's a damn genius. The latest and the greatest. Hey, welcome to another Rock and Roll Road Trip. I'm Sammy Hagar, and I have a very special situation here because I'm in New Orleans. I just went to the Mardi Gras, and I'm sitting here with the new New Orleans legend. I mean, we're talking in the footprint of Alan Toussaint. We're talking Dr. John, the Night Trip, the Neville Brothers, and then we have the latest and the greatest, Mr. Trombone Shorty, and this is an honor for me to be here.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me.
Trombone Shorty.
Yeah.
How the hell did you get a name like that?
Well, you know, in New Orleans, everyone has a nickname. So I started playing when I was 4 years old in the street funerals and jazz parades and different things. And my brother called it out, Trombone Shorty, and it made the newspaper the next day, and it stuck with me ever since.
Yeah, because you're not that short.
Not anymore.
I expect this little old guy to come walking in here.
Everybody suspects that, yeah.
Wow. Why, when you were a kid, here you are 3, 4, 5 years old, what made you like music? But what made you pick trombone?
Well, my brother plays the trumpet, and I don't think we need any more trumpet players in the family at that time. So he was very influenced by Louis Armstrong, who always had a sidekick trombonist. So I was that for him for a very long time. And then during that time, I learned a bunch of other instruments.
What a trip, because to me, thinking about growing up, I guess because you grew up in New Orleans, I'm just guessing this, because where I grew up, you know, I started wanting to play music. I wanted to be Elvis Presley, or I wanted to play guitar and be the front man and singing and all that stuff. I didn't even ever think about playing a horn my whole life. So here, I mean, did you want to be rich and famous and all that?
Well, I think just growing up here, we're surrounded by music all day. I'm pretty sure you're driving around in the city. There's music at the bus stops. There's people playing music outside the house. There's always music in the city. That's the heartbeat. And I don't think we ever thought about being rich or famous. The only thing we know how to do is play music here. So as long as because we didn't play music in every occasion, if it was a funeral or somebody's house or a birthday party or second lines up and down the street or playing on stage in front of thousands of people at the Jazz Fest. We just loved to play music. So it was never about, I don't even think we knew that we can be famous.
Wow.
We just knew that we can play music.
When did that come into the fold? When you say, hey, this is working, I can probably make a living, and I kind of like it.
Well, you know, at 7, I was already touring.
At 7? Stop it. Troy's killing me.
My brother took me on tour since I was 7 to Europe every summer. We'll go, every time I got out of school, I'll play all these festivals with him around the world. And he would pay me and teach me how to count the money and split up the band. And then I created my own band based off of him, of guys my age at the time. So by the time I was 7, I had my own band.
How about Jazz Fest so now? Maybe the youngest guy to headline Jazz Fest?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how old the Neville Brothers were when they took over.
Well, it could be, yeah.
Yeah, because I grew up playing with the Neville Brothers on that stage every year, and myself and Cyril Neville's son, Omari Neville, would be like, man, they should put us in the band and let us take over. And then we forgot that we said that, and now here I am closing out the Jazz Fest. And but I've been on that stage since I was in my early teens, so wow. I was ready for the moment.
Yeah, I heard a story about you being on the Neville's bus when you were like 8 years old or something. Or?
Yeah, I was on a bus with the Nevilles. They took me on tour.
The whole tour, all across the country?
The whole summer tour, I went out and played with them. We were playing at the House of Blues and different places. And I guess that was probably one of the first big tours I've been on, besides with my brother.
What about your mom and dad? What did they think about that?
The only time they was concerned is when I joined Lenny Kravitz's band in '82.
Are you gonna go my way?
Yeah.
So, wow.
So she
how
had
old
to
were
talk.
you then?
I just finished high school at 18, and that's when she was like, I see this man on TV. Is it anything like those MTV videos or whatever I see on TV? And she had to talk to him, but it was nothing like what it used to be like, so it was easy for me.
Who were the guys that you looked up to, being a trombone player?
I think I was more into guitar player, listened to Hendrix, and got a chance to play with Jeff Beck a few times. I was always looking at different things that was outside of the trombone and try to imitate those sounds on my horn, because that was more challenging to me.
Wow.
But if I had to pick a trombone player that I was really listening to at the time, it'd probably be Fred Wesley from James Brown Band.
I know, Freddie. Did you read that book?
I didn't read the book.
You have
yet,
to read the
but
book. Oh, no, you have to
I'm
read
good
it.
friends with him, but I have to read that book. But I was always more into maybe trumpet players, Louis Armstrong. I was always trying to just imitate those type of things.
You just did a Chili Peppers tour. Now,
Yeah.
those guys are so quirky and so, I mean, that's a strange band of dear friends. You know, Chad Smith, we have a band together called Chickenfoot. You know, Chad, one of the best rock drummers on the planet. So what do you learn? Like when you sit there, do you watch those guys every night? Or as
Yeah, I
much as you
watch them
can?
every night. You know, the music is very similar to what we do here. You know, both of us are influenced by the meters. But I think with us, we have, it's just horns, but we go out there and rock as hard as we could, and it was a great fit for us. And I can say with the Chili Peppers, at certain moments during the show, you didn't know if it was their show or if it was our show or not. So the people loved it, and everywhere I go now, when we go on tour, there's at least a large percentage of people wearing a Chili Pepper shirt. So it worked out for us well.
So I have this little thing where I like to get to know, it's time of the show here where we're about to check out and go into playing some music, but it's called This or That, and the idea is that you're not supposed to say both.
Okay.
One or the other. It's hard though. This is hard.
It's already hard.
It ain't supposed to be, but sometimes it is.
Okay.
Okay, James Brown or Ray Charles?
Oh, man. Do I have to pick?
See, you don't have to. You can say, I can't do it. You can say,
I really can't do that one, because that's both of those guys, I study them all the time. James Brown and Ray Charles. If you watch my show live, you'll see a lot of both of them in there. So how about we call it Ray Brown?
Okay, Prince or Michael Jackson?
Oh man, from a musician standpoint, I have to go with Prince, but Michael Jackson for everything else.
Yeah, but Prince, he did it all, man.
He did it all. I got a chance to play with him a few times.
Okay, New Orleans or any city in the world to live?
New Orleans.
Boom, I knew that one.
Right away.
Silly. Emeril Lagasse or Paul Perdome?
Emeril. Damn.
That's what I would say too. I've been with him all week.
That's
Listen,
my
it's
guy,
an honor for
thank
doing
you.
this.
Thank you so much.
What's the name of your new band we're going to play with here in a minute?
Well,
or is this your new band? What is this? What are we going to do here?
So what we're gonna do here is I called some of the guys that play in the New Breed Brass Band and the Rebirth Brass Band on the trumpet. That's Glenn Hall, and the New Breed Brass Band is backing us up. So I'm not actually in the band, but that's all my cousins, and we hang out. So.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, let's do this song.
Thank you,
Thank
Sammy.
you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're a good man, man.
Thank you very much.
We're going to do a little performance with Trombone Shorty and the New Breed Brass Band, okay? We're going to do a little New Orleans classic. Bob Dylan recorded this song right here in New Orleans, a little thing called Rainy Day Women. Boom! Well, I'm winning.